The Indianapolis Colts have convinced Philip Rivers to sign and come out of retirement. And believe it or not, it's not the craziest thing they have done in the last 5 years. Brandon, OYAS, host of Outsider Information. Remember when Jeff Saturday was their head coach after they fired Frank Reich? Yeah, that was a thing back in 2022. So I could do a much longer episode on the organizational fossils that exist when teams, companies, people do the things that they do. Everyone's got patterns. And the Colts, this is kind of on brand, certainly the last decade plus, as they've been cycling through coaches and quarterbacks. The rationale on the surface, I actually understand, right? In an NFL offense, there are so many intricacies that you look for any connection, any familiarity. And Philip Rivers has that with Shane Steichen. They have a 9-year relationship that they've had prior to this. So the connective tissue that teams look for when making a move like this is there. The execution is what is the problem. And you had Riley Leonard as your backup quarterback for at least half the season. You have Brett Rippon on your practice squad. So both of those players are actively getting reps within your current system. Ryan Tannehill is out on the market. You made the trade for Sauce Gardner, but you didn't think to make a trade for a backup, Jameis Winston perhaps. In the midst of everything, you are now screwed, which is what, again, I said yesterday. The Colts are screwed. You don't make this move unless you essentially have a mandate to do something this season. And for most organizations in the NFL, if you are down to your fourth string quarterback, forget your third or second string quarterback, you generally get a pass. But clearly that is not what's happening here. So enter in the 44-year-old Philip Rivers, who has not played since the 2020 season. And they are saying that they think that they can be competitive still for the remainder of the season. They have the Seahawks this week, 49ers next week. Slipping on who they have in Week 17, but they have the Texans in Week 18. Those are going to be at least three of the top defenses in the NFL, and you are trotting out a 44-year-old quarterback who has not played in the NFL in 5 years. So we will see. NFL is about entertainment. This will certainly be entertaining. I was a pro Philip Rivers guy when he was in the league, but this is certainly a new one. So we're going to have to give it a go. Anyway, as always, like, subscribe, engage. We will see you next time.